Now, I would like to speak about the company for which youth inclusion does not firm with charity. For Mars Wrigley, youth inclusion is an approach that can be incorporated as part of a business model and that can be profitable and support the communities. Let's all welcome on stage Joey Dominguez, General Manager of Mars Wrigley, who successfully lead project to support the communities thanks to their innovative approach.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to thank LP4Y for inviting us this evening. Julian, Florence, thank you for inviting us. It's a good opportunity for us to tell our story and the story that we do together. Okay, what is Project Bloom, Economics of Mutuality? What it is it all about? But before I say that, let me backtrack a bit because as we were going around this evening, there were a lot of questions on Wrigley as a company, and what Mars and what we are with Mars. Wrigley is actually part of the Mars family, and Mars being one of the largest private company in the world. So Wrigley is part of that, and we are one of the segments in the business, in the Mars business. So what is economics of mutuality all about for us? And now let me tell you our story. It goes back in 2009 when one of the owners, John Mars, asked this question, and he asked, what should be the right level of profit for the company? So it provoked a lot of discussion, questions, even within us. And as a result of that, we came to that conclusion that we need to develop a metric, a system, that we need to measure and to measure the benefit across the value chain that we work at. And what is that value chain? It's from us, the supplier, FMCG companies, to the communities that we work with. So we meet a measure wherein we generate mutual benefit across that chain. This led to economics of mutuality. So the Mars program, it is based on the premise that the business behavior can be only meaningful if we alter this measurement. I'd like to digress on being too technical about it, but in terms of measurement, this is how we measure human capital, social capital in the communities that we work, and financial capital across the value stream or across the value chain that we work with in the community. And for the Philippines, it's really a big opportunity for us. As you can see, 100 million Filipinos, they say 108 now today. And the way we look at it, we don't look at the population as a pyramid. We look at it as a diamond. And this diamond, you will see the middle class would still be a small chunk as relative to the other Western market. And rightfully said that more than 40% of our compatriots are within the subsistence and poverty level, and even in this extreme poverty. So at this point, let me tell you a story, and I will focus on one person, the story of Rachel. Rachel is a teenage mom. Even before she was 18, she had her first baby. In fact, they were telling the story that when she had that baby, her mother had her youngest child as well. So the sibling came right after her child came. She has 8 siblings, and just to highlight the difficulty, 3 of her siblings actually even passed away. So life is very difficult. She married early, she got married early, and the husband worked odd jobs, and income is pretty inconsistent, doesn't come as to most of us on a regular basis. So it was very difficult. She works just in the home, her world is very, very small. And then one day, one of our entrepreneurs approached her and offered her to, why don't you become an entrepreneur? And this is where I would like to expound on what economics of mutuality is all about. It is all about what we call a hybrid value chain. It's about working of different partners, not just us, FMCG companies. It's across the whole value chain. And for us, how it works with LP4Y is we have us, Wrigley, you have Mars Chocolate, and you have the Mars Catalyst team working from our head office, working with the community. And in working with the community, working with LP4Y, one of our NGO partners, with our distributors, as well as and with the academe, who actually does the measure for us. And how it works is we provide jobs, we provide entrepreneurship, we teach them. So in the case of Rachel, she's now one of our uplifters. She worked with other entrepreneurs who we call stock points. And now, where is she today? She's more confident. She said that before she was very shy. She can even speak a word when she's confronted with a crowd. But now she actually seeks it. She looks for people to talk with. She's now more confident. That's really building the human capital. And now she even says that she's very confident in handling a computer, doing calculation, simple things like calculating skills, improving her English. And I think the more important thing is now he's bringing home money to the table. He's bringing home income to the table. She can buy medicine. She doesn't rely now from her husband, but now she can buy medicine. She can buy milk, unlike before, there was none. So the overall objective of us is to have more Rachel out there, exactly to the points of the gentleman that spoke before me. How can we have more Rachel out there, and how can we have the diamond, the bottom of the diamond, to be more of a pyramid, and the pyramid being a more middle-class society. And that is actually the task that we have moving forward. So on that note, I'd like to thank again LP4Y for that partnership. And it's all about mutuality for us. It's all about, in fact, when I was asked earlier, is this a CSR program for us? No, it's not. It's actually part of our DNA of the company. It's all about being mutual. It's all about giving back. And on that note, let us all make a difference in this country, in the world. In fact, today, LP4Y, we are talking to them in Indonesia. So we're even looking at expanding it as early as now, in expanding it in Indonesia and possibly China even. And on that note, again, thank you and mabuhay. Hopefully, I was able to share what we're doing.